Am I the a-hole for banning my son's mom from a memorial? My ex-wife Diana and I have 3 kids, who are 16, 12 and 10. We divorced pretty much after the youngest was born. We also both remarried. She married Christopher and got a divorce last year after 7 years of marriage. I'm still happily married to my wife Jessica. Christopher and my boys were pretty close, and they were bummed when the divorce happened. I always got along with the dude. A few months after the divorce, Christopher disclosed that the divorce was over his being diagnosed over adenocarcinoma and Diana not wanting to be his nursemaid or responsible for his medical bills. She checks out. He told me this because he wanted to leave whatever he saved to my kids. Unfortunately, he had no family of his own. Obviously, I said of course and signed paperwork. A few months ago, I got a call from a social worker saying that Christopher was a few months from dying and unable to care for himself. He gave her my number. Basically, they needed someone to help with end of life. He had made me his power of attorney. He was living in a county hospice. My wife and I moved him into our home because he deserved to live his final days in dignity. It also taught my kids about compassion. Unfortunately, he died after 2 weeks. He was cremated a few days ago, and me, my wife, my kids and a few of our friends are planning to spread his ashes at the beach this weekend. Diana asked if she could attend, and I told her to kick rocks. She wanted nothing to do with him when he was dying. I'm not saying Christopher was a burden, but that's really sad that this dude had to reach out to his ex-wife's first husband like he did. It was clearly more of her responsibility. I said she can't sit there and let us do all the hard work so she can come in at the end as the grieving widow. My older son thinks I should let her come, and I told him to mind his own damn business. I'm not going to sugarcoat your mom for you. Your mom is a witch and will be treated the same way she treated your stepdad. Am I the a-hole for not letting her to join?
Here are the top comments, plus Opie's reply.
Not the a-hole. If she wouldn't stay by his side while he fought cancer, she doesn't get to be at the memorial service you're arranging. She can mourn without doing so in front of the people who actually gave this man a passing filled with caring and love. Explain to your eldest that if she wishes to do so, his mother is perfectly capable of arranging her own memorial with the boys and whomever else she might wish to invite. You aren't keeping her from grieving, but can't bear to watch her cry when you feel she abandoned her husband in his time of need.
OP replied,
He left them $10,000 each. He requested half go to a charity and the other half be used for something fun. Some of it will be saved.
Not the a-hole, but going off on your son and name-calling his mom to him isn't okay. Keeping things factual is fine, but it's still his mom and he is just a kid. He clearly cares about her since he is pleading on her behalf. There were kinder ways to tell him no and your reasoning.
Not the a-hole, obviously. I don't understand how things like this can happen. It's like too bad to be real.
OP replied,
His social worker said it's quite common. She even has cases involving children who are dying or sick with no family around. There are people whose hobby is to go to memorials for people who die alone.
You're the a-hole? Don't demean your children. They have voices and opinions too. Your ex-wife doesn't deserve to be at the memorial, but your son doesn't deserve to be talked down to like that either.